I am wearing the only collared shirt that I personally own. What I'm going to talk about in this video, this is important, dude.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
EA released some Gridiron notes before the game is launched, just updating what they've updated since the beta, which is such a W by them to actually do. But first, I got to talk about this tweet for myself that happened back in June 17th. The first beta came out. If you didn't know, they released a beta, then they re-released it about 2 weeks ago. And when they re-released it 2 weeks ago, they fixed this issue. I tweeted, about a month ago or so. Number one gameplay focus from now until launch of 24 has to be the button delay, button unresponsiveness. Wait right now is going to kill any kind of online head-to-head modes immediately as soon as we hit launch day. Besides that, the beta is cool. They re-released the beta. The button delay was essentially gone. It was totally gone. There was no issues with it. I actually don't know if I've ever seen something that I've had a huge issue with and what I deem to be the most important top priority to get fixed at any point in the Madden life cycle actually get addressed as fast as this got addressed by EA. This is actually, if you didn't play the beta, or especially you didn't really notice this button delay thing immediately, this is game changing. Let's talk about what they did with some of the beta feedback and updates and whatnot, and kind of where they're going with everything. I will just read through this bad boy. Hey, Madden fans. First up, thank you for your feedback during the closed beta. This year is our biggest and most successful beta for Madden NFL ever. I wonder what they mean by that, actually, but whatever. Today's Gridiron Notes are straight from our developers discussing key topics from the feedback forum that are being worked on by the team. Our team continues working hard on the game as we approach worldwide launch on August 18th. Our early release will be the 15th, maybe the 14th. As always, Madden NFL is a live service game with consistent updates and a proactive roadmap. We look forward to sharing more details on our title updates via Gridiron Notes during the season. And then, Superstar game modes and certain franchise stuff is only available or will not be on old gen. That's fair. Top issue, they actually labeled this right here. Top issue, input latency. Sometimes actions are missed or delayed. Dev note, the issue was particularly noticeable by players who tend to make rapid pre-snap adjustments, especially on offense. On defense, really noticeable. On offense, really noticeable as well. Really both sides of the ball. But fixing this has been our top priority, even going as far as reopening the closed beta environment, to get additional testing on the fix. Based on player feedback and internal testing, input latency has been significantly improved. For PC players, this issue is often confused with general lag or hitching. This was a separate issue, which they've also addressed. Rob, oh man, this issue would have, I would put myself in a headlock day one and choke myself out until I couldn't breathe anymore. Literally, this was such a big deal, man. It was such a big deal. Let's talk about what some other changes that they made. These are some pretty significant things. I've skimmed through these already. So this is all gameplay stuff right here. Pass blocking improvements. Improved the offensive line's ability to pick up edge heat versus pre-snap adjustments such as pinch D-line and user defender stacking. I'm not totally sure what blitz they're referring to with the pinch D-line outside of maybe nickel over last year and some nickel sets in the past. The dollar blitz wasn't very good when you pinched the D-line. It was really with the stock D-line. Really, though, this is interesting. And user defender stacking. So what they mean is essentially putting your user on the line of scrimmage. Offensive line has to recognize that guy as a blitzer. You just immediately bail with him. A guard has to recognize your user for a second, letting somebody come free off the edge. They said they're saying that they tuned something with this. It's interesting because it actually makes sense why mugging the gap with your user makes the blitz work better, because if the offensive line doesn't recognize you as a potential blitzer and they just ignore you, then because it's your user, you could just blitz up the middle and come free. I'm curious what they do with this. I actually almost think that this I almost wonder if this essentially equates to no differences. Because I don't know how they could do it. It makes so much sense. It's like it's no different than in real football. You can have a linebacker mugging the gap and then immediately bail into coverage, and a lot of times that will get the attention of an interior offensive lineman, possibly allowing someone off the edge to come free, a stunt coming through the C or B gap, something. I don't know how you how you make this a non-factor. I'm curious. It's interesting. They're recognizing it though, right? They're like recognizing that, hey, this is something that people are doing to make blitzes OP or whatever. It's been meta for many years now. If you know me and my hopes for a new game, I always hope that they change the meta, make it different. And it seems like they're recognizing it, and they are, they're doing something. So that's good. Next one, man coverage win chance tuning. Increase receiver cut move win chances to appropriate. All right, I just totally messed up reading that. Increase receiver cut move win chances to appropriately balance passing game versus man. I've so basically just essentially instead of tuning down man coverage, they tuned up route running is what it seems like. Cool. I'm a huge advocate for man coverage being bad in Madden, so I love this. This is so far like seriously, dude. They are hitting a lot of things that I really wanted. And while we're in the middle of this, if you are someone who's going to leave a comment and say it's the same game every year, go somewhere else. I don't know why you're on this video. Man press win chance tuning again. Increased beat press chance and super win animation chances to better reflect receivers' ability to beat the press. So again, these two things, especially this one's gonna be big against like cover 2 man where you're getting pressed at the line of scrimmage, or cover 0 where you're getting pressed on the line of scrimmage. And then both these are just going to be huge against man coverage. Cover 0 blitz is going to help nerf. I love that, man. I think that's awesome. I think it's really, really awesome. This one's interesting because this could be a big deal. Pass rush disengage tuning. Addressed issues where pass rushers would disengage off a block, then re-engage with the same block instead of being allowed to pursue the QB escape in the pocket. If this reads correctly, basically defensive linemen, slot corners, and whatnot are going to do a better job of getting off the block when you're escaping the pocket and actually getting after you. Essentially, doing a better job of containing the quarterback and limiting rollout cheese. That seems good. There's been a lot of bad logic with that. It goes against a little bit how I wanted to play the game, but I don't mind. I don't mind this at all. I don't mind this at all. Especially, I'm curious how this actually works. But it seems like it's something where they notice. It's recognition from the beta that, hey, people are really rolling out at a high rate right now. Let's try to combat that, which is awesome. I love that from them. Great job. Match coverage fixes. Address issues where deep zone defenders were letting a deep route go free to pick up shallow out breaking routes. Cool. Seems like a very basic fix. Decreased trailer defender knockout chances when trailing behind defenders or receivers. More receivers will hold on since the ball is not being directly affected when pulling in the catch. Love that, dude. Like the text they're putting on paper is great. Like really, they're doing a great. Like they're really, man. I last year, the year before last year, not really. Last year was the most hyped I'd gotten before a launch with how they're doing a lot of like pre-launch things. I thought they were really killing it, and then got really let down last year. Gameplay wise, man, though, right now, I'm excited. Even reading through these, I'm like, dude, like this is awesome. Basically, it's like you have a step on a cornerback, you catch it, and he tackles you from behind. You're gonna hold on to that ball more often. That's awesome. You should hold on to that ball. That's freaking great. That's sick. Halfback screen coverage fix. Change the man coverage behavior on halfback screen plays so defenders are no longer psychic. They will not charge into the offensive backfield to cover the screen back, and the defensive tackle does not sniff out the play so frequently. Okay, cool. I don't really use halfback screens, but seems like it's going to make it more balanced, so I could make them usable, I guess. Cool. This is just a really bad bug that they seemed like they fixed. Fixed QB stuck in idle animation. Addressed an issue where the QB would get stuck when snapping the ball during certain animations. That's awesome. It was a little like you'd be hot routing and then snap the ball, and your QB would he'd be mid-hot route, you'd snap it, and he'd just stay there. And it's like, what are we doing? A little PC change right here. I'm not really going to go over that. AI team, field goal attempt logic. They're attempting too many long field goals. Okay, that's just playing the CPU. And then they tuned some field goal and clock management decisions. Franchise, you guys know it's not really my big thing. Seems like they made some changes here. They increased the frequency of QB injuries. Ooh, nice. A lot of new like places to relocate. Saw that. Ultimate team, some bugs. 4K general tuning, adjustments, user starter team. Cool. And then new cameras, sure. Text wipe, sure. New animations, sure. Touchdowns, why not? Audio, crowd, all that stuff. Cool. Play call screens a little bit better. Love that. And then yes, the scoreboard they changed too. Love this. Dude, call me an EA shill, dude. Like, I mean, everything they're putting on text right now is very positive in terms of gameplay stuff, right? That's what my focus is. Gameplay. Don't get mad at me for other stuff. I love it. If you're new to the channel, or hey, check to see if you're subscribed right now. Less than 50% of people who watch are subscribed. I just want to hit 10,000 subs so I can like pat myself on the back before the new Madden. So if you're not subbed, consider hitting the sub button. See you next one.